What is up? I am Bond. Let's talk about Escape from Tarkov. So it is happening. We have got the tweet. We are getting patch 12.12.30. It has been confirmed in a few different places that this will be the wipe. This will be a bunch of stuff. So we'll talk about that. For the quick stuff, at 3 in the morning Eastern time, at least here in the States, for me, they will begin installing the patch. They think it'll take 5 hours. Expect it to take 6, 7, or maybe even 8, to be totally honest. That's how these things go. And this is going to be the wipe. It's the first one we've had since the end of last year. They're going on a pretty steady 6-month cadence at this point, and that's the gist of it, right? So to actually talk about what this wipe is going to entail, though, there's going to be an expansion to the Lighthouse map. We have no reason to believe there's like a new map or anything like that coming out, but there's an expansion to Lighthouse that will allow us to go up to and around the lighthouse itself. But at least at the launch of this patch, there would be no availability for the trader that's supposed to be inside the lighthouse, at least for now. That sounds like it's going to be a story thing as time goes on. There will also be 3 new bosses, and I'm under the impression that these bosses will spawn together and that they will roam maps randomly. So right now, bosses in the game can typically spawn in one of a few different places, but they tend to kind of just patrol that area. It sounds like these 3 new bosses, which are rogues, I believe, former USEX, will spawn on multiple maps and will roam the entire map. So in theory, you're in danger at any given time, especially because one of these rogues will have one of the new weapons, a 6-shot grenade launcher, which is going to be a whole different thing. Other things that we know are coming are a big animation rework, which is supposed to help with a lot of stuff. We know there's a bunch of new guns, new armors, and new equipment, and new attachments, and so on and so forth. New apparel, as well as other things. And then they always hide a bunch of stuff. There may be other maps that have been reworked a little bit. There may be new gear and guns that they haven't told us about. There's almost certainly going to be some new mechanics and things that can happen. Like right now with the current pre-wipe event, you get poisoned as soon as you go into a level, and then you have to find meds to heal yourself continuously until you can get out, but only during certain times. I think that's all either testing for stuff that's coming in this next patch or for things that are coming sooner than later, as this game gets harder and harder and more serious. So expanded map, new guns, new gear, new bosses, a whole bunch of new stuff that we probably don't even know about. And that begins tomorrow on the 29th. For me, I didn't play much of this last wipe. I mostly... I just never got into it, even though there was a bunch of really cool stuff like the inertia system and all of that. So I am excited to jump heavy into this wipe, especially because there's no other games that have really caught my eye recently. I do plan on streaming this. I plan on making videos. I plan on talking about it a lot during my podcast. And I'm going all in this time. My goal is to get Kappa. That's a big accomplishment in this game if you don't know much about Tarkov. For me, it would be huge. I've never even gotten close, and I definitely didn't try last time. So that's where we're at. So if you want content, if you want to hear me talking about kind of giving like a layman's point of view, or to just talk about this game, maybe give you some tips and pointers on how a normal person plays this game, not a big time streamer who streams it all day, not someone who's actually good at the game, but just a normal person who's going out and dying the scavs and panicking and PvP. If you want that perspective, which I think is valuable, follow my YouTube, like this video, subscribe this channel, check me out on Twitter at Bondiesel, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Bondiesel, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're excited about this big update, and if you plan on jumping in again for the first time, if this is your 10th wipe, let me know all about it. Beyond that, that's all I have. So until next time.